easy, but it's also too easy. You texted this to me last night.
Right.
Grandy's playing it right now. We've probably all used the pun a time or two after Keaton Winn goes out and pitches, and I figure maybe he's heard it before.
Maybe once.
Yeah, Keaton Winn joins us now. Do you get that a lot? And by the way, like DJ BC Raw is not on the team anymore, but you guys should play that in the locker room after you win a game.
Yeah, I think that's in the mix.
Okay, perfect,
Nice.
perfect. And probably not a first, right? Have you done this before?
No, yeah, definitely not a first. Someone's
right.
been around for a little bit.
Good. Keaton Winn joins us now. Hey, nice job last night.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, how would you sort of describe the way you're feeling about the way things are going for you to start the year?
Good. Definitely starting to trend up. After my last outing in Miami, things started just to, click. And so I think yesterday was a good building outing for it, for sure.
Basically twin lines, 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned, 1 homer yielded, just the 1 walk. Do you feel like you got all command of all your pitches right now?
Yeah, definitely. That's something I've been working on in between starts too.
Keaton, I was wondering, now you've come off TJ surgery before, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so what's that like with a mind like someone like Robbie Ray? And I know it's obviously very prevalent around the bigs. What was that experience like, and what were the differences for you as a pitcher after versus before?
I mean, it was a grind. You got to really just stick to your plan and do everything right every day. I mean, you're going to be doing the same thing every day for a while. But before TJ, I think I had some deficiencies, so I was pretty weak. But then after TJ, just hammering out, getting strong in the weight room, working on the split, came out just a different pitcher for sure.
What's the weight work like when you have to really protect the elbow? Is it forearm? Is it shoulder? Is it all of the above? What do you actually go through when you're getting better like that?
It's kind of everything. You gotta build up from the bottom, so you gotta get your legs strong first, and then scaps, lats, shoulders, and then work out to the forearms at the end.
Keaton Winn with us here, Willard and Dibs, 95.7 The Game. Keaton, you're a young guy who was given a spot in the rotation, but I'm sure you're thinking at the beginning of the year, there's Alex Cobb. We just mentioned Robbie Ray. There's a lot of things that could unfold here. What's been your mindset in terms of what your role is going to be for the whole year?
I mean, honestly, I'm just going out there and I'm trying to pitch. Like every time I pitch, I'm just trying to get out there and give our team the best chance to win. Not really trying to think about or plan, what could happen down the road, or I'm just trying to go out there and compete.
How do you keep the fighting for a job and every pitch matters mentality out of what you're trying to do so as to not distract from just throwing good pitches?
I don't know. Honestly, it's just something that I kind of was born with, I guess, or something I developed through TJ, is just that will to just keep competing every day.
Keaton, what's your thought on the way this season has opened up across the whole division? I'm a little surprised. Are you, right? Like everyone's just sitting around at about 500 right now.
Yeah, it's a good division, but yeah, definitely a little surprised.
Are you looking at the other teams yet, or at this point, is it just kind of about you guys? And what is your assessment of you guys so far?
I'd say it's more just focused on us as a team. We're a bunch of grinders. I mean, I feel like we're hitting balls hard. Balls are starting to fall. And then as a staff, sometimes we get into bad luck or we pitch ourselves into some tough spots, but we're able to work out of it. So, I mean, things are going to be clicking here soon for sure.
Was last night a little bit of a relief for you knowing that you got some run support? I'm looking at the numbers and you've gotten 2.5 runs per outing so far. And last night the boys put up 5 for you. Does that change at all your approach?
Honestly, not really. I try and pitch like it's a 0-0 game for the most part, but it was nice to turn around and see, 4 runs or 5 runs, So it was definitely nice.
Tell us about pitching to Pete Alonso. It looked like you had a pitch that got him almost a little bit off balance, and he still put it over the fence.
Yeah. So yeah, he's a good hitter. His first debut, he took some, I would say, uncomfortable swings at the split, but then he must have went in there and looked at some video or something, because he just sat on it the next debut. I think I stuck a fastball in there, kind of looked at it, maybe a little flinch, and then the split, it was like, oh yeah, you were waiting for that, weren't
you? You slide devil. If your split is working like it was last night in the previous outing, where it's just diving down and guys are swinging and missing, is that when you know you have your best stuff? Is it off the split?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can kind of feel when it's the best, when I'm, floating it kind of on that bottom rail and getting swings and misses. That's when I know it's like, oh, okay, I can go below or just stay right there at the bottom rail.
Keaton, you were around quite a bit last year. How would you and a lot of changes, obviously, not just the staff, a lot of new players. How would you describe this year's clubhouse versus last year's?
I'd say we're focused more on the day-to-day. I wasn't really up here at the beginning of the season, so I can't really speak to what they were like at the beginning of the season, but it feels like we're pretty focused on the day-to-day this year.
Just from a pitching standpoint, does it feel like maybe you've got a little bit more leash to work your way out of mini jams as opposed to last year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's one thing Bomel said earlier this year, was he was going to let us go and kind of work through situations that we didn't really get the opportunity to last year. But I'm glad he's letting us do that.
Yeah. What is the goal in your mind when you're going out there? Do you have a number in mind?
No, honestly, it's just pitch as long as I can and give up as few runs as I can.
Okay, and then what was the marker you mentioned last night? I thought this was hilarious, and I want to share it with our listeners. Doval gets this light show when he comes in.
Yeah.
He comes into the game. What was it you said last night that you thought maybe could happen for starters?
Like if a starter, is throwing a no-hitter, has a really good game, and he comes out for the ninth, maybe to just black it out and have the spotlight right on him. That'd be so cool.
Super cool. Super cool. What do you make of just the lights in general? It's not a very traditional vibe, but it seems like around baseball more teams are doing it and fans are enjoying it.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I'm right, but I think we're the only team with the spotlight. So that was really cool to see that last night.
Keaton Winn with us on Willard and Dibs. I'm not just follow me here. This will sound like a weird question at first, but Keaton, who's your bullpen catcher with the Giants?
My bullpen catcher?
Just the bullpen catcher. Who's down there warming up relievers during the game?
But that'd be Berge, Alex Berg.
Okay, is he okay? Because
I did see that video. I haven't seen him today, so I don't know yet.
Okay, well, yeah. Will you report back to us? And for our listeners who don't know, that light show started right as Doval was throwing his last warm-up pitch, and he's literally about to release the ball, and the whole stadium goes dark, and so we're all like, dude, what would it be like to have Doval throw 100 miles an hour at you, and then the lights go out?
Absolutely terrifying.
Right.
Dude, let that last one go, too.
Exactly. Yeah, you need to check on him for us.
Yeah, I definitely will. I'll check back in with you guys for that.
Appreciate it. And it's got to be fun for you having a good outing, leaving with the lead. You get a couple of good holds, and then you watch him come in with a spotlight throwing 99 or 100. It's got to feel pretty good knowing that, not that the win's in the bag, but it looks pretty good with a 3-run, 4-run lead.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and I came out of the game in the 7th with runners on, and then I see Ryan Walker coming out, and I have like all the faith in the world in that guy. He's got some nails. He's got me out of some stuff before, so I was like, all right, let's go walk. And then he came out and got all 3 outs.
Nice.
Keaton, I'm trying to remember your game log. Did you pitch in the Dodgers series? You did, didn't you?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah.
Okay, give us a little bit about facing that lineup.
I mean, the top half of that lineup is, everyone knows it. Those guys are a little bit different, but I mean, you just have to be able to make pitches. I mean, they're different, but they're not invincible. They have holes. You just have to be able to make some pitches.
Does it change the way you approach it with maybe the adrenaline when you look at the lineup and you realize it's all-star followed by all-star with maybe a couple of Hall of Famers sprinkled in?
Honestly, no, not really. I just try and, treat everyone the same when I'm on the mound.
Keaton, do you as a starting pitcher see the arc of the start of the season as maybe different than a reliever or certainly as a hitter? In other words, what's it like? Like, what do you need in order to get ready for a season? And I am asking because Blake Snell has had a hard time without spring training getting started here. So what's that like for a starter?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough not having a spring training, like in his case. So, I mean, I wouldn't be too worried about it. The guy is disgusting. So, like, a little bit more time, and I'm sure everything will click for him.
You watch Logan tonight as he gets the ball in Game 2 of this series. What can you take by watching Logan and the way he utilizes what you called that bottom rail?
Yeah, I mean, Logan's just so good at, like, managing the game. Like, I don't know of any other people that can give up, sometimes he gives up a lot of hits because he's a ground ball guy, but I don't know a lot of people who can give up, like, 8+ hits and go 7 innings with 1 run. So, like, watching him work is just a pleasure. It's really fun to watch.
Speaking of fun to watch, as a ground ball pitcher, how are you feeling about the left side of your infield this year?
I mean, I feel amazing. Anytime a ball's hit on the ground on the left side, I don't even have to look most of the time.
Very, very good. Awesome. Keaton Winn with us here, Willard and Dibs, by the way, for the second time, and we're honored that you remembered that we like to have a little fun at the end of these conversations with the big finish. You ready to do it again?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Okay, Keaton Winn, 2 categories. You got to pick one. Do you want to do Name That Tune or Animal Planet?
Oh, let's go Animal Planet.
Animal Planet it is. Okay. Right. What is your favorite pet or your favorite pet that you've had in your life?
A dog.
Well, we're going to need to hear more about that than just a dog. Tell us about the dog.
It was my first dog. His name was Buddy. Just a great dog.
What kind of dog was he?
Oh, he was a mutt. He was an outside dog, going outside, playing with him all day, and then coming in and listening to him howl all night.
Oh, Buddy.
Was this when you were a kid or as an adult?
No, this is when I was a kid.
Great.
How old were you when Buddy? No. But I know I got to know because I got a dog right now and I got kids. When Buddy was no longer with us, how old were you, Keaton?
Ooh, I probably would have been about 10 or 11.
Oof.
That's brutal.
Oh, yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, that was a sad day in the Winn household for sure.
No doubt. And, ideally you'd want to be a little bit older to process or too young to remember, but darn it, 10's right in that sweet spot. R.I.P. Buddy. He sounds like a good boy. A question, too, for you, Keaton. What animal are you most afraid of?
Do spiders count? Is a spider an animal or is that a bug?
I mean...
Well, I think they're in the animal kingdom.
Arachnid, yeah. I mean, we're all animals. Let's go with it.
Yeah, spiders for sure.
Okay, so are you one of these, like, do you kill the spiders or do you have someone else do it? Or what happens here?
No, I've got a wife for that.
Oh, wow.
So you go to the bullpen, you go to the missus, you bring in the righty. I love it.
Okay.
I'll take care of the snakes. You get the spiders.
What's her method of elimination? Does she go with the tissue and the smush? Does she go with the fly swatter?
The flip-flop?
Yeah.
Probably all of the above. I think her favorite is definitely the fly swatter.
Nice. She's not one of these catch and release people, though.
No, sadly not.
Okay.
Sadly not. Sadly for the spiders. Yeah. All right. Last one, Keaton. What animal would you love to see in action up close?
In action?
Yeah, like,
in the wild.
Safari style, like you on a van up close.
Oh, it's got to be a cheetah. I'd love to see a cheetah chase down a gazelle.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm with
Definitely.
you.
That's like watching Patty Bailey throw out a base runner, am I right?
Yeah. Inevitable.
Keaton, we do have a producer bonus question.
Ooh,
our guy Lucas really wants his own question, so he wanted to throw this out there. And this is how we're going to get to know a little something about you now, okay? We're going to get into your mind. If you had to live out the rest of your life as one animal in the wild, what would you choose?
Probably have to be a big old grizzly bear.
A big old grizzly bear.
Wow. I'm glad you didn't say gazelle because we know how that ends.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Although, why? Why does that speak to you?
I don't know. Freaking apex predator out there doing whatever it wants.
Incredible. Just slapping salmon out of the stream for a snack.
Yeah.
Hey, Keaton, tell our listeners you're a starting pitcher, and you're not playing again until this weekend. What the hell are you doing during the game tonight?
Oh, I'll be out there watching the game, but today probably just going to get a workout and get some treatment in.
Okay. All right, man. Hey, great job last night.
Yep.
Thanks for spending some time with us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Right on, Keaton.
There it is.
Appreciate
Keaton
it.
Winn, who from now on, I'm going to call Grizzly Bear.
That's right.